Feeling overwhelmed with online teaching? Are you ready to throw that computer against the wall and watch it smash into 1,000 different little pieces? Before you do that, let me show you how you can go from surviving to possibly even thriving with online education. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you get notified every single week when I have a new video coming out about online education. I've helped people all over the world, educators just like yourself, transition to online teaching. I'm so excited to help end your frustration with online education, online teaching, and specifically with how you can get longevity out of this career. Starting off with the idea of acceptance is extremely important with online teaching. Online teaching is never going to be the same as it is face-to-face. It's never going to be identical. We're never going to exactly be able to recreate the environment that we have when someone is directly with you in the room, when you can read their feelings, their emotions, their body language. You just can't do that as easily online. So acceptance is something that's going to be really important for you. Knowing that you will never be the exact same online as you were in the classroom. Acceptance that you're going to have to adjust the way you teach, that you're going to have to be okay with learning new technology, learning new tips, learning new methods to evaluate and assess your students. And now with the drastic change of moving online, it does feel a little overwhelming because you've been teaching the best that you know how in a certain way. And that way is still possible. We just want to take it and understand that teaching online is going to include some different methods. Your pedagogy is going to need to transition slightly. And we're going to need to find other elements for you to connect and communicate with your students in an online fashion. And remember, everyone teaches differently. Just like we all have normally face-to-face or even hybrid, we're all going to teach differently online. The things that I do may be helpful for you, and some things that I do, it may not be your jam, and that's okay. But let's first start off by accepting that it's going to be different than we have done in the past. And that will hopefully first off tell you that it's okay, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to come up with creative new ways of teaching. There are times that you're going to be frustrated, but keeping in mind and accepting that this is going to be different teaching online than you have done in the past with normal face-to-face education. And I want you right now to start off by forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for not knowing how to teach online. That's okay. You weren't expected to do that. Forgiving yourself for not knowing everything about technology. That's okay. Technology is new and it's rapidly changing. And forgive yourself for not being great on camera. That's okay. Again, this is completely new, and I've got so many video tutorials that I've done in the past and that I'm coming out with now to help you navigate all of these new elements. Next up, I want to take a moment and talk about adjustments that you can make to help you thrive in online teaching. The first adjustment that you can make is your curriculum. And I've got a ton of video tutorials on this already that I'll link in the description box below that dives into every single little element in a mini version. But you're going to have to update the way you create and teach your curriculum. Are you going to video record your lectures? Are you going to try some audio lectures? Are you going to create new slides? I mean, even recently, I had to switch from my Keynote slides to Google Slides because I can embed them in Canvas, which is the LMS that I use at the college and university level. You're going to have to make those switches. And I know that that's so frustrating because, you have your great presentation the way that you want it, and you're going to have to now make that adjustment. So we're not going to do this fast, but we're going to start just evaluating and accepting that these adjustments need to be made. So thinking about how you're going to recreate your curriculum, that you already have the content to work for online methods. Also, your pedagogy. How are you going to take that curriculum and now deliver it to your students online? Is it going to be videos? Are you going to give them the slides? Are you going to have audio lectures? Are you going to do a synchronous component where you meet with them and have, discussions about it? Thinking about how you're going to create a method of online teaching that's going to work for online. Again, different than face-to-face. How are you going to make that work for your students with the curriculum that you've already created? How are you going to make those adjustments? Another idea is thinking about digitizing all of your content. I know some of you teach K through 12, some of you teach on your own, in your own courses, in your own studio or classes, and some of you teach at the college and university level like myself, and some of you even teach in the corporate world. Keep in mind that everything is more or less going to be digital now. And I know that we want everything to be in paper version where they can write, on it, especially those that are folks that are younger. That is not going to be necessarily the easiest manner to teach online. So even if you do a couple of hand-drawn things, how can they submit them to you online? How are they going to be able to take a picture and upload it and send it to you? So just thinking through, how can you digitize your content? Perhaps your content has been in your lecture notes and they're on note cards. Maybe it's in a notepad. How can you take that content and start to digitize it so your students get to learn that information? And also keeping in mind, how are you going to deliver the information without it just being in one form, without it just being in audio, just being in video, just being in text, just being in reading? How are you going to give that information to them in multiple different ways so that it is a diverse way of learning for students? Because we do know that every student learns differently. Give yourself a slow way to work up to moving everything online. I know that sometimes you see some of your colleagues' online courses, whatever LMS you use, or other people that teach online courses out there, and you look at their content and you're like, oh my God, there's like 5 hours of video and I've never done a video before. And, I don't have all of my slides made and it's going to take me forever. That's okay. Remember, we want to build slowly. That's how you're really going to thrive in online teaching. Don't expect yourself to all of a sudden have this amazing course that's fully built out. Sometimes when I jump on calls with one-to-one folks for like Canvas or whatnot, and I show them examples of my courses that I don't show really on YouTube very often, and they look and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much content built out into your modules and you have all these other elements that you do for them, and I could never do that. Yes, you can. You just have to keep in mind that I've been teaching online for like over 7 years now. You just need time to learn the platform that's right for you. And if you're given the platform, how you can best use it to your advantage. So remember, slowly build this up. Maybe it's just video. Maybe it's just, you've got the slides in there now because that's all you have. Remember, slow and steady. You're going to add on every time you teach a new class online. I want you to give yourself permission, and I want you to let me know that you're going to be patient with yourself, okay? Can you put an emoji down in the comments right now that tells me how you feel, and that also tells me that you are going to be patient and kind with yourself, okay? Slow and steady, be patient and kind with yourself, because this is new to almost all of us right now. I also want you to think about creating boundaries. Boundaries with your class, boundaries with yourself. So when are you going to teach? Are there set hours? How often are you going to allow your students to have contact with you? Can they contact you 24 hours a day? No. I know you're probably thinking, well, if I just respond to their message in the middle of the night, whether it's a parent, if you have younger students, that it'll be better the next day. No. They do not get access to you 24/7 just because you're teaching online. This has been something that has really helped me survive teaching online is I don't let students have access 24/7 to me. I have certain boundaries that I have for certain students, whether they're in my college courses or my university courses, whether they're working one-on-one with me. I have certain boundaries with those folks, depending on who they are and how I am working with them, and for clients as well. So set boundaries for yourself and for your students. Be clear with that in your course as well. Maybe they don't have your phone number. Maybe they only contact you through email. Maybe it's through a Facebook group. Maybe it's through your LMS. Be specific with them and be specific about when they're going to respond to you. Set your office hours at a certain time. Be specific. The more specific you are, the more boundaries you have, the better they're going to be able to think, okay, great. She doesn't want me to call her. I don't have access to her cell phone, but she wants me to email her, so that's what I'm going to do. And if they choose not to use that form of communication that you've set forth, then you can always reevaluate that moving in the future. Now, I want you to also create boundaries for yourself. Where are you going to teach? What space is it going to be? When are you going to work? It is not grabbing this laptop that I have sitting over here to my side and working 24/7, or your cell phone. Even if you have your LMS on your cell phone or access to your clients or your students, it can't be 24 hours a day. You have to set yourself windows of time. So create boundaries for yourself and for your students. If you're struggling with online teaching, I would love to help. Please reach out to me at hello@ashleeespinosa.com. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's any videos that specifically you want me to create specifically for you, and I'd be happy to do that. So feel free to reach out to me via email. And be sure to check out this video next on 25 lessons that I have learned teaching online. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell notification so you get notified every single time I have a new video coming out on online education. Wishing you the best. You can not just survive, but you can thrive in online education. All right. See you soon. Bye.